Alright, let's... Oh, this is before they traded him. I'm about to send that boy Matt Carson to Azkaban. I'll tell you that right now, that brother will be sent to Azkaban.
It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of 3 between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Matt Garza will be on the mound for the series opener. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got 99 losses. 100, it's coming, but he just hopes to heck it's not coming in this one.
I hope so too, man.
Into the box is leadoff man Jason Hayward, and we are ready for baseball.
First pitch slider.
Right fielder, number 22.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. Done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Chris Bryant is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
It's gotta be a strikeout, man.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that
Got
had
him.
too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls, so this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Not today, no sir. Oh, that could
Barely
have
able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Here comes Austin Jackson as he'll step up to get things kicked off in the bottom of the first.
Jackson.
Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Okay, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, we've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
And he chased it in the dirt. Peacock is after it. The throw down to first.
I knew that was a bad pitch, and I still swung at it.
Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think you got to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun. He's been a huge part of this lineup, and right now he's one of the leaders in the National League in the runs scored category. So look for him to make an impact on this game.
Scooter Gennett will stand in now as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Well, Johnson has been known to have a little bit of a floating strike zone at times. You know, sometimes he's dead on with the corner pitches, and other times he's a little stingy. That same thing could be said for the high and low as well.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. Defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
On the move is Hayward. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. After Kyle Schwarber will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
And he takes a called strike 2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, one more time, buddy.
Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth,
Ben Zobrist will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club. Garza gets the sign. First pitch on the way. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That evens it up 1-1.
He was right on it too.
This one's down to third. Hill's up with it. On to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Garza. 2 away.
batting sixth, shortstop
Addison Russell will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You guys remember Addison Russell?
Drilled to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, just goes right through him.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Count 0-2.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it
Now
again.
you got one more foul ball. And I'm throwing like whatever pitch you don't have the most confidence in.
And another foul ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Chris Carter will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
3-0 now. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home
He didn't
half
throw me
of
a
the
single
second.
strike.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Jonathan Lucroy is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
The 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Ground ball sent back up the middle.
Let's go, single.
It's dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
But I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Jonathan Villar is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Liner toward right
Jonathan
center.
Villar
That's in
singles
there.
to
Base
center.
hit. Around
Chris Carter's
third
going
and
around the
being
bases.
waved on home. And
And you go up 1-0.
1-0 lead as
What
the
happened
run
here?
comes across to score.
There we go.
Aaron Hill will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
I was late on that. That's on me, boys.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
And this is swung on and missed, and Hill is gone on strikes for the first out of the inning. Domingo Santana will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, guys, 1 good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. Ball 1.
Come on now.
In for strike 2.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Matt Garza gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Jake Arrieta, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jake Arrieta.
And that one's in on the hands
what are we
to
doing
start
here?
the inning. It's ball 1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Oh, and he had a hanger, but he missed it. It's 1-2.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first 3 pitches. He saw a slider, a fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch. Yeah, that's 2 really good breaking balls in that sequence. Here's the last one. And at the plate, he's probably thinking, I'm not going to see that same pitch again. But they go right back to it. They double up with it, and they get him to swing and miss again.
Herbert Peacock is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone. So that's a good job just to lay off.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Jason Hayward will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column.
Yeah, so far Matt Garza's
Another
been
one
cooking.
fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Austin Jackson digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally. Grounded back up the middle.
Damn it.
Russell's got it on to first, and
Thank
it's
God.
dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance.
The second baseman,
Scooter Gennett stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but he's not going to be able to take anymore.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into
Let's
the
go.
outfield.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
In now, Ryan Braun. He flew out in his last at-bat.
I knew it was going to be right there.
Arrieta sets. Here's the first pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. First and second here with nobody out.
Come on now.
And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor.
Come on now.
2-1 now.
You're in a tough situation here on the mound because you don't want to load the bases, but you also need
Single to right.
Sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield.
Jason Hayward.
Oh, and
Got
Hayward shoots off the cannon. He is out at home plate.
Yeah, and you just have to know your outfield arms out there, especially out in right field. You can see him chugging around third base. He knew it was going to be close, and a good throw here is going to nail him trying to score.
Damn.
Here's Chris Carter now. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
3-0 now.
Give me that one.
The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Hit hard.
That's a single to right.
And that's through for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Jonathan Lucroy comes on with 1 away as he looks
He's
at
not
the
getting
ball.
any
It's
favors from his
1-0.
umpire.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
2-0. 2-0, bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses. Ball
Let's go.
4. A run will come in to score.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach, so he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
He said,
I
here
don't
it
swing
comes.
it.
Jonathan Villar is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. In tight with the slider. 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full. 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Now batting,
Aaron Hill steps into the box here.
That's not where I was expecting that pitch.
Game so far, bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ball game, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Set to deliver the 0-1. On the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 3.
Damn it.
Chris Bryant will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
And it was a breaking ball that he got under last time. Definitely an off-balance swing. So we'll see if they try to attack him that same way again.
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1.
Never mind.
Garza's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
Kyle Schwarber digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Domingo Santana set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. And a good sinker there gets him swinging.
I saw it too. It was right in that location. I didn't swing.
Matt Garza is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Line towards center
Single
field.
up the middle of the catcher. I mean the pitcher.
Himself a base hit.
Let's go.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Ain't no idiot.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Zobrist is there to second for one. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out. Scooter Gennett will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back.
Come on, Arrieta.
On his way to pitch number 75. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in.
All right, brother. Let's relax.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Oh, that's a double for Scooter Gennett. That's going to drive in someone.
Here's Jackson on his way to the plate. Into score.
Let's go.
From first. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking.
RBI number 34.
He drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here's Ryan Braun now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. For Gennett, that's now 17 two-base hits for the year.
Let's go. 17 doubles on the season.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now.
Right, 0-2. Have to lock in.
No taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Hit back up the middle.
Ooh, that might be an RBI. Damn.
In time, and the side is retired. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. We played 4. It's now 3-0 Milwaukee. Leading off the inning, Ben Zobrist, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And Garza will use the slider to his advantage at strike one. Now
Aw.
a check swing, but he holds up in time.
That's a
Ball one.
swing.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. Garza steps into his windup. 2-1 on its way. Strike two called, and it's even at 2.
Oh, that's what we're gonna call? Okay.
Still 2-2.
I don't think we should call that anymore, brother. Okay, call it again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Let's go.
Addison Russell, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up. Fly ball out to right field. Santana over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Dexter Fowler will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes, 0-2. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
No runs, no hits.
One
error
time,
for the
man.
Cubs to this point. Swing and a
Got
miss.
him.
Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. We're back at Miller Park right after this. Chris Carter comes to the plate as we get
I'm gonna go
the bottom of the fifth.
do my laundry real quick. I'll be back for like the pitching, but not the hitting.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. Jonathan Lucroy waits on deck. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Schwarber racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
You know, it's just not that often that you're going to beat a guy like this around the yard the way they've done so far. I mean, he came into this game with an ERA in the 2s, but it's going to get up there after this shellacking.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Adam Warren is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And oh, look out, up and in, and nearly took his head off. Fouled back. No outs, nobody on. Full count, 3-2. Aaron Hill waits on deck. He spoils another one, and will do it again. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. So here's Aaron Hill, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana. Over forward is Hayward, but he's going to run out of room. It's a foul ball. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard liner to center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Into the box now, Matt Garza. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Drilled on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Jorge Soler will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Jorge Soler.
And he gets ahead here with
So
the
that's Soler?
fastball, strike one.
Well, it's just game one of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Garza sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
All right, one more fastball or a ball. I'm throwing a curve.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the
Let's
ball
go.
game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Shot towards second.
Let's go.
Carter gets him to retire the side. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cubs nothing. Gene Machi will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen.
Still gotta do my laundry.
Austin Jackson started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Ripped on the ground to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The second baseman, number 2, Scooter Jeanette.
Scooter Jeanette stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bounce to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun strides in, grounded out his last time through. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show.
All right, let's lock in, boys.
Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone.
Fuck.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Good curveball. Strike 2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, no fear in that location. He just ramped up and threw it right by him.
Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
On the ground to the right side. He's got it. The second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering, and he dropped the baseball.
Now batting, shortstop.
Addison Russell come forward now in a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen
Man,
soon.
I had
this
him.
game might just get away from him.
Garza pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. That's over, but low.
This is your
It's a
last
ball and
batter.
a strike.
If you don't get him out, I'm taking you out.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Chris Carter steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1 on its way. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. This crowd likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Grounded to short. Gloved by Russell. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Yeah, and that's going to be a bit of a turnaround right here. You figure off the crack of the bat that you got the first out of the inning. Instead, now you're looking at a runner in scoring position following that error.
I have a question for you guys. It's a baseball question.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called
Alright,
strike 1.
so
He's probably not going to throw
I have this catcher named Jonathan Lucroy. It's last year of his deal.
Now look out as this is whistled foul.
Right?
Off to the
I'm
right
thinking
side.
about trading him away.
Here
Right?
comes
My
the
team
0-2
is
pitch.
49 and 44. We're 5.5 games out of a wild card spot. And we're like 12 games back in our division.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Peacock corrals it.
I'm debating if I should just trade him away.
So good awareness that time as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Jonathan Villar ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because he's good at like defense, hitting, but he's not like a power guy. Like he's hitting 290, 5 home runs, 36 RBIs. It's just I don't think this team is gonna do anything special. And I'm trying to keep it realistic. I don't think the Brewers would have re-signed him anyways. Hold on. Well, I'm streaming, so I mean.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Fowler. Makes the catch, but
Yeah, the gameplay is not too bad, dude. I like it.
And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly.
I'm just worried more about the features. The gameplay can be the same as long as they introduce new features. Because there's really nothing that bad about the gameplay, other than the fact that if you barrel a ball, it just goes right to somebody. But that's kind of like baseball, how baseball is.
So we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Yeah, you want that realism until it happens to you.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Mmm.
In the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Hit out towards second. One there.
Dude, I would have been.
And they get out of it here. A double. Jeremy Jeffress will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some.
Yeah, but you want realism, don't you, right?
Dexter Fowler is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I have.
Paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Tommy LaStella will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Curveball just about flung him up, but it's to 2-2.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Herbert Peacock will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. 3-2 now.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rex Brothers will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Domingo Santana is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And he misses low.
Oh yeah, apparently in this game, Yu Darvish got traded to the Yankees.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Alex Presley will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
What are you talking about? You can player lock people.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast.
Okay, well, hopefully they can do that.
And that misses downstairs for a ball.
That's never been.
Here's the 1-1.
Yeah, that doesn't really affect me
he's
too
keeping
much.
it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Alright, come on, Alex Presley. Let's not do this.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
He gave me that one, dude.
Fill the count at 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Hit hard back up.
Let's go, Alex Presley, with the single.
Down for a base hit.
It's gonna raise up his average above 230, I would assume.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Austin Jackson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. None out, runners at first and second. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Let's go. Another error by the dumbass Cubs.
And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
So when you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse.
And the runner is out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. Stepping in, Ryan Braun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
And a foul tip held onto here at strike one. Runners are at first and second with one away. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move.
Don't even bother. That's Jason Hayward. He's already thrown me out at home. Prime Jason Hayward too. Not like
later scored his last time. Looking to minimize the damage here. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And if you get him to look at strike one, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part?
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. We played 8 full. It's the Brewers 7 and the Cubs nothing. Michael Blazek will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Jason Hayward will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And wow, very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
You think he'll do that? I don't think he would. What Stumpy was saying? He'll say like bad connection and replay the game again.
Any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first.
No, but I mean if he's losing.
Down to their final out
So,
now.
no. He'll be fine.
Hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the
Yeah.
spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Come on
Checks
now.
his swing here, but he does so in time. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swing and a miss.
Let's go. We beat the Cubs 7-0.
What a great performance up and down this lineup as they just cruise home to an easy 7-run victory.
That's so funny. Apparently, Astro Speed said he'll never be back to the WWE after getting speared by Braun Breaker.
There in this shutout victory.
That's funny to me. I need my Rockets to lock in, man. We've been losing.
Were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Matt Garza. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.
Yeah. Oh, there's always a chance.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results.
The Red Sox and Padres have agreed on a deal to send a